Alright, so we should be back now. Seems I might be dropping some frames. Can you see me, Drops? Can you hear me? Can anyone, really? Let me know as soon as you can see and hear. AV 10 out of 10. Okay. That's good. I was worried for a bit. I seem to be dropping some frames, but maybe it's not as bad as I thought. So, hey Drops, good to see you, man. So, if you remember, I'll give you and everybody else a reminder. So we were sent to the French Alps to negotiate a deal, buying out the toy factory over here. But when we got it, turned out that the woman who owned the factory has died. And even though we thought there was no heir, it turns out she was lying, and she wrote a confession 2 days before she died, saying that her younger brother is actually alive, even though he was thought to be dead for like, I don't know, 60 or so years. And he's actually the mastermind behind all the designs of the toy factory. Of the automaton factory, I should say. So now we're just like walking around her estate and trying to find any clue that might lead us to her brother, who we know is somewhere in northern Syberia, which is great help. We got over here and then we got spooked by this little autist named Momo, I believe. So let's try and see what kind of info we can get out of him. Since apparently was pretty close to Anna, the previous owner.
Momo want Mama's picture, like Hans' picture.
Sorry, I haven't got a picture of a mammoth with me.
Take paper and pencil and draw mammoth for Momo.
You don't give up easily, do you?
Oh god, I hope I don't have to actually draw it. Oh, now I can talk to him about everything though. So let's start going over things.
You remember me, don't you? I'm Kate.
Draw mammoth for Momo, please.
You must find me a bit rude, turning up places uninvited where nobody knows who I am. See, it's kind of my job, you know, to get involved. But don't mind me. Just carry on with what you're doing.
Momo not mind. Anna kind, never angry.
That's right. She won't be angry. Not now.
Oh god. How did she take like what he said and turn it into something like which was already kind of creepy and turn it like into way more creepy?
You're a sweet kid, Momo, but I can't draw, least of all mammoths.
Draw mammoth easy. Hans draw mammoth. Anna draw mammoth. Kate too.
Kate, just do it.
Maybe I could do a quick squiggle of a box, say, that has a mammoth inside.
No. Momo want a real
Kate, just draw
mammoth.
like a fucking dog and give it a big ass
goodness,
nose.
You are one
That's
stubborn
it.
boy.
Even I can draw a mammoth.
There's something I'm looking for, but I don't quite know what. I need a clue, anything that might tell me where Hans is. You want to help me, don't you?
First you draw mammoth for Momo.
Oh Jesus.
And if I help you, you help me.
Did I meet
right?
anyone here who knows how to
Momo
draw? I don't
know
think so.
Kate is kind. Kate draw mammoth
Could find
for
the drawings
Momo.
Anna and Hans did
Then
just to
Momo
copy off
tell
of.
Kate
I was thinking
secret.
about that. I was thinking maybe
You've
they
got a
didn't even
secret?
like draw a
First
mammoth.
draw mammoth for Momo.
Maybe I'm debating if I should keep talking to him about this shit or just like get him the fucking mammoth. I was thinking I did see a drawing of like of the train of like the beginning of the train. Maybe that kind of to a retard kid. Maybe that kind of looks like a mammoth.
Do you know if Anna came here often with Hans?
Momo
So I
want
could try
mammoth
that, I
picture.
suppose.
Like Hans' picture.
See Hans' picture. So maybe the
Tell
train.
me, Momo. I met someone real interesting in the factory. A kind of robot called Oscar. Now, he told me about a train.
Oh, that's also true. Good
Anna
point,
didn't tell
Drops.
you where it was going, did she?
Train! Train! Choo-choo! Choo-choo! Woo!
Though he seems to know the
Momo,
difference between
no,
a
it's
train and a
okay, it's
mammoth,
okay.
so I don't know.
What's
It's
going
worth
to
a try,
happen
though.
to you now that Anna is gone?
I mean, it's the only drawing by
Momo
either Anna
big
or
now.
Hans that I've seen so
They
far.
want Momo live at inn. Momo don't want. Momo take care of Momo.
From what I've seen, you look pretty resourceful.
Yeah, your grasp of the English English language is truly
It must be
impressive.
fascinating to live in a village full of automatons.
Automatons made by hands. Difficult work. When Momo big, he do like hands. Momo friend of automatons.
Sure, kid.
Tell me, Momo, did you come here a lot with Anna?
Mm-hmm. Anna like Momo. Anna like hands. Anna on journey.
Sure. Long journey into the light.
You lived with Anna Varlberg, didn't you? Maybe you can tell me a secret or two about
Only
how automatons are
after
made.
the drawing.
Anna not want Momo in
Oh.
factory.
Interesting.
Momo, I've got to go now. But see you later, maybe.
See you later, maybe. I did want to check though. Let's see. I got an ink bottle, a music cylinder. Oh wait, I don't suppose. No, no, I can't combine items anyway, so that doesn't matter. I thought maybe like dipping the music cylinder in ink, then rolling it on the pencil and paper, even though that probably won't make a mammoth. But who knows? Anyhow, maybe I can ask him about the cogwheels. No, even though he's the one who was playing with them. Anything else? Anasdari maybe? I think he's too stupid to like realize what it is. Letter from Anna. No, he really doesn't. Yeah, I guess that's true. You really don't want him to screw anything around over there. And I remember there was nothing else around here that was of any interest. But it seems I do have my next clue. Like I said, I know that this game is supposed to be like very linear with its puzzle progression. Like you have to do everything in it. You might like encounter several puzzles at once, but you have to solve them, or you can solve them only one at a time. So I think I'm going to try to go back to Anna's office and see if that train might look like some sort of mammoth or something. Or if I can get someone who can draw somewhere around here. Maybe the funeral is even over and I can talk to new people by now. I think it was through here. Linear? I said linear? I think it's kind of a tomato thing, Drops, but I might be wrong. I think I've heard people like pronounce it as linear. I think I might have heard people like say it both ways, but I could be wrong. Just in case, I'm gonna try and say linear, because that does feel like more correct. I seem to be dropping like a lot of frames, so I apologize for that. From the test I did before he started, there weren't really, like, all the servers right now are kind of slow. Could be my connection too. Okay, it was right on the desk if I remember right. I guess this, I don't know, to a retard this could look like a... Damn it. I don't think that works. Damn it. If I use the ink bottle... No, it seems I can't, like, use anything on it. Not even... Nothing. Nothing at all. Probably the same for this, right? Yeah. Okay. So this is not what I need to do right now. Okay, let me try and remember what else we had. Oh, we also know that we can find a dialogue cylinder and place it right over here, if and when we find it. We know we're missing a cog right now for some sort of puzzle. I don't remember where we got the ink bottle, really. And other than that, what do we have? We have Anna's... Oh, right. I was going to start with reading Anna's diary. We found it at the end of last stream, but we didn't actually do it. Video seems fine? Okay, good. No, how do I... There we go. Okay. Get ready, Drops. This is a long one. So, oh, this goes all the way back to 1930. Okay, so this might give me some hints as to who Hans was and what happened to him. May 14th, 1930. Yesterday, something terrible happened. I do not know who to turn to, who to talk to, so, so I have decided to write it down. You, dear diary, are now my confidant and sole guardian of my secret thoughts. Here you go, Drops. Lay down in your bed and listen carefully. Hans lies in the next room, teetering between life and death, and I am terrified. Oh, the injustice of life. First Mama, then Hans. Please, dear Lord, don't take my little brother away as well. Oh, you're right. I didn't really think about it, but he does look a lot like Momo. And someone did say that maybe, like, she takes care of Anna takes care of Momo because he reminds her of her little brother. Almost retarded because of incest. Oh my god. That is totally not where I was gonna take that, but wow. That is one hell of a theory, and I would love it to be true, too. I'm not sure if that works with the timelines, though, if Hans hasn't been in France since, like, the 30s or so, 30s, 40s, and Momo seems to be, like, 11 or so, at best. But it could be. Let's mark it down as a possibility, I suppose. So, the day after. Hans made me promise to keep this a secret, but its burden is too heavy. I know I can tell you, though, dear diary. We discovered a cave in the mountains. Oh, right, someone did talk about... There was something in Anna's letter to Hans about a cave and something in there. We discovered a cave in the mountains, a marvelous cavern with ancient paintings on the walls. Only prehistoric man could have painted them because there were depictions of mammoths. So that's where I find it. Okay. Which are prehistoric creatures as well. That much I know. I hate mammoths now. It's all because of them and because of that stupid prehistoric children's toy. Why, Hans? Oh, why did you try and take it? And why did I let you climb up there? It's my fault you are in a coma now. Hans, if you die, I do not know how I could ever forgive myself. We gotta reread Anna's letter later. I remember they were talking about a prehistoric toy and that she wanted to bring it to Hans or something. I'm not sure. So this is already useful. The day after. Hans has still not regained consciousness. Rather, father cannot sleep, and Gertrude cries all day long. Outside, the heat is suffocating, but inside, the house is icy cold and dismal. I still have hope, though. I know my brother. I know his strength. He will pull through. He never gives in. The day after. I cannot think of anything else but Hans. Wow, that's like a long coma. In all my waking and sleeping dreams, I see his fall over and over. I see his head hitting the rock and his oh-so-pale face softening. I have taken refuge in the attic. It is the only place where I find any peace, wrapped up in all my memories. And this is where we found the diary, too, so it makes sense. The day after. 5 days have passed since the accident, and Hans still has not opened his eyes. To see him like this is unbearable. Please, God, protect him. Take my life, not his. Bashing down a steel-banded door with your bare hands and eshel. How's that going, by the way? You said that game was, like, really difficult, right? I feel so desperate. Oh, the day after. I feel so desperate, so alone. I want to snuggle up in Father's arm. Oh, I want to snuggle up in Father's arms, but I dare not. He's just so impassive. Oh, Hans, don't leave me here. Somehow a door will wear down a mithril sword, but will not hurt my hands. Well, I don't know what to say about that. It's difficult if you skill wrong, so it's actually not that difficult, I suppose. But I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. I actually never really heard about that game. The day after, I feel... No, we did that. The day after. It has happened! Hans has come back to life. He opened his eyes and uttered my name. My name! Do you realize? This is the happiest day of my life. I want to take to the streets and sing, to proclaim my joy to the world. Thank you, God. 2 days later, right? Yeah, 2 days later. How wonderful life is. Gertrude and I cannot stop breaking into uncontrollable fits of giggles. Hans even wolfed down his meal today. I knew he was tough, my little brother. Even Father smiled at me today when he said good morning. Wow, truly a special day. 3 days later. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. I'm totally absorbed in Hans's recovery. I have scarcely 5 minutes to myself to return to my refuge and scribble down these words. 4 days later. It is very curious. Whether Hans is hungry, thirsty, or if he wants something, he cannot stop saying my name. He can't hear it. He can't bear it when I leave him, even for an instant. Gertrude thinks that I should move my bed into his room to help him sleep better. I hope that father will agree. About... how many days are in May? About 3 days later. Or 4. Today was the first day that Hans has left the house. We went for a short walk in the garden, but Hans is still very weak. The doctor said we should be patient, shouldn't rush him. It is so hard, though. I hope so much that life can return to how it once was. That's true, that's true. They were like 10 in this, I think, but sure. June 20th. That's the almost 1 month later. Like 18 days later. Hans has been out of his coma for a month now. He still doesn't say much and has difficulty moving. He sits motionless for long periods of time, his eyes wide open, as though lost in thought. I have often had to call his name several times before he reacts, and then he will smile, When he does, the moment is magic for me, and I couldn't possibly be happier. 2 days later. I had to talk to him. The burden was too great. I asked Hans about the accident in the cave to find out what he could remember. He could utter only one word, mammoth, and his eyes glowed Oh, it's actually even better than we talked to Momo before reading the diary. And his eyes glowed so strangely when he said it that he frightened me. September 15th, 1930. I go back to school, that's like a couple months later. I'll go back to school today, and for the first time in my life I am dreading it. I'm afraid leaving Hans alone. Despite Gertrude's kindness and attention, I have the impression that Hans is much less nervous when I'm there. Another month later. While I was doing my homework yesterday evening, Hans crept up on me so quietly that he made me jump. Quite like Momo. Very interesting. Drops. So quietly that made me jump. He took a pencil and blank sheet of paper and curiously he started drawing. It is the first time since his accident that he has done anything but daydream. I bet he drew a mammoth. How much further is that? That's like a week and a day later. Hans scribbles almost obsessively. It is all he will do. All day long. I feel it annoys father. Nobody else understands. But I can see that Hans is trying to draw mammoths, of course. November 16th, about another 2 weeks later. 2.5. Today is my birthday. Oh, November 16th. I don't think that's important, though. Today's my birthday, and Gertrude has made me an apple pie, my favorite. But father has not returned home for lunch, and Hans doesn't want to leave his room. The best present I could ever have is to see Hans back on the way to recovery. Another month later. Snow is falling. It's so beautiful. Another month. The doctor visited to examine Hans. He seems happy that my little brother has fully recovered his faculties. It truly is a miracle. I don't understand why he doesn't talk more, though. Why isn't he livelier like he was before? A month later. It is Hans's birthday. Today he is 11 years old. They're about 10. I have the strangest of impressions that actually he has lost 5 years rather than gained 1 more. February 24th. How much time further is that? A couple weeks. The doctor has just left. I saw him whispering with father. Their serious expressions worried me awfully. What could they be hiding from me? I'm grown up now. At the age of 15, you could understand everything. I'm too scared to ask father what is happening. You know, another theory. Maybe Momo wasn't always retarded, but because Anna's obsession with Hans, she made him fall and bump his head in the Mammoth Cave too, to see if that can recreate Hans's genius or something, or if she can understand better what happened. And that's why she looked after him, because it was her fault that Momo became retarded. Another couple of weeks later, 2 weeks later. I've been thinking, and it seems to me that Hans's attitude isn't normal. The shock of the fall and his coma must have had much more serious effects than we first imagined. Hans, my dear brother, what is happening to you? Another 3 weeks. I've discovered the truth. Hans is stunted, physically and mentally. I eavesdrop a conversation between the doctor, father, and Gertrude. Gertrude buried her tear-filled eyes in her apron, and Father muttered the word retard under his breath. How could he say such a thing? April 13th. Maybe Momo is Hans, and they switch. I don't know. Something mystical maybe happened. But there obviously is some sort of connection between Momo and Hans. April 13th. It is Easter, and we're on school holidays. This means I can spend all day with Hans and protect him from Father's permanent dark moods. He cannot accept the fact that Hans, his only son, will stay in this state forever. But obviously he didn't, right? April 14th, one day later. It is truly difficult to accept it, but it is not Hans's fault. Mine maybe, but not Hans, says. I don't know how to make Father understand. He seems full of hatred for him. It is dreadful. I feel so powerless. May 14th, 1 year. 1 year has gone by, and it feels like an eternity. The situation shows no signs of improvement, neither in terms of Hans's mental health or Father's attitude toward him. 2 weeks later. Extraordinary. Father has decided to take Hans to Paris for new tests. He says that only in the French capital will he find truly competent doctors. We must make Hans ready for the great expedition. It probably is, Drops. June 6th, a week later. No news from Father and Hans, but I remain hopeful. I am sure they will take good care of my little brother. July 15th, 1931. They have returned. Hans rushed into my arms and started crying. It took me a long time to calm him down and get him to sleep. Father is still as taciturn, I'm not sure, as he was before he left. Asshole-ish is probably the meaning of the word. The French doctors have confirmed the diagnosis. Hans will remain physically and mentally impaired. I'm stunned. August 28th. The summer is coming to a close. It has been less stifling than the last. The sun has put color in Hans's cheeks. When I look at him, I have difficulty imagining that he will not change. Taciturn or taciturn? In any case, I think I got it right from context. Not super sure of the meaning. I'm assuming it means like, emotionally withdrawn or something. It's like melancholy. Okay. Thank you both for the tips. Also, how you doing, Sim? It's good to see you. I have difficulty imagining that he will not change. November. Father still says nothing and increasingly shuts himself away in his office at the factory. Christmas. Gertrude tells me that love and faith triumph over any science. I lack neither. God be praised. Or standoffish. Yeah, seems right with what she says about her father. January 12th. Father took Hans to the factory this morning. Hans was so afraid that I accompanied them. Fortunately, Father said nothing. I failed to understand why he insisted on bringing him there. The day after. Father left for the factory with Hans once again this morning. I think he wants to persuade Hans that he could be useful for something. It is his way of resisting fate. 4 days later. For a month now, every morning a month later. Has gone to work with Father at the factory. I'm not exactly sure what he does there, but he seems to enjoy it. Yeah, supposedly he's a genius. I feel my brother's behavior has changed considerably. He is much less capricious. April 14th. I could cry. Hans has made me a present. A small robot. It's not a robot. A small automaton mammoth with a trunk that rises and falls. When Father saw it, he nodded his head in satisfaction. May 20th. Both Gertrude and Father now have their own robot mammoths, automaton mammoths. Theirs are even more intricate and finely tuned. Little brother is not such a retard after all. Or rather, maybe even retards have their uses. October 15th. Hans's mammoths now walk, raise their trunks, and wag their tails. It's incredible. December 22nd. I met the head 22nd, apparently. Yeah, they kind of fucked up there. I met the head of the factory workshop, Mr. Grips, I think, this morning. He says that for a young lad of 12, Hans is very gifted. It is a shame he only makes elephants. February 11th. 1933. Father and Hans were locked in a long discussion yesterday. Oh, so he can talk. Or should I say Hans was locked in one of Father's long monologues. As it is inconceivable that Hans should go to school like other children. Father wants to take him on as a worker at the factory. However, Hans will have stopped making his own little devices. Hans's silence, his half-gaping mouth, and staring eyes finally set Father off in a rage. What's with this flower, though? She doesn't say. February 12th. I tried to broach the subject with Hans. I suggested he should obey Father. Learning a craft at the factory is his one chance to do something constructive with his life. He is so gifted and takes so much pleasure in making automatons. He did look like he wasn't listening to me, but I know he'll think about what I said. February 20th. It's not that Hans cannot speak, it's rather that he doesn't want to speak. He uses the least possible words for communication, except with me, but he is still very economical with words. May 15th. Incredible! Hans was not just satisfied with learning how the assembly line works, instead he has completely redesigned it. Father and Monsieur Grips are taking a serious look at his plans. July 10th. Father has wanted to talk to me about my future since I passed my exams. He wants to send me to university because he says my intelligence is astounding. My heart was beating so loud. It is true that I do love studying, but I couldn't bear to be away from Hans. September 2nd. What a ghastly summer. I have been permanently torn between my desire to go to university and my refusal to leave my brother. I talked about it with Hans, but he said nothing. That same evening I found my own little mammoth broken. Aww. He took it hard. 1 month later. Hans had another fit of hysterics at dinner again. Father announced that Hans's new assembly line would soon be finished. However, they have removed the automaton parrots that shout orders as they were deemed superfluous. Hans was livid. He hurled the soup dish to the ground and stormed off to his bedroom. What will happen between the both of them when I'm not here? October 17th. Despite my scruples, I'm finally leaving. Hans has not talked to me for a week. Father would not understand if I told him why I wanted to stay. My heart is so heavy. Christmas. It is so strange to be home. I had never left home for such a long time before. Once we were alone, Hans did not stop talking. Words just leaped from his mouth. How he laughed at his excitement. He presented me with a delightful little ballerina. To replace the mammoth, he told me. I was so touched that I started crying. Distance has done nothing to harm the strong bond between us. Scrupulous? Okay, I'll try to remember that. Thanks, man. Scrupulous. September 10th. It is strange to pick up this diary once more. Oh, 37. We've leapt how many years to the future? 4 years to the future. It is strange to pick up this diary once more. At first, my impulse was to tear it up, but I resisted, and instead succumbed to my second desire, which was to write for a while. I am alone in my attic once more. I have been home for 2 months now, and after a summer spent living with the intense joy of being reunited with my brother, Hans has returned to the factory. Father has aged so, and Gertrude's arthritis causes her terrible pain. Aw. Scruples? Okay. Well, scruples. Scruples, I guess. September 13th. All in all, these last 4 years have been kind to Father and Hans. The relationship is less tense. They still do not exchange much conversation, but they now have a thing in common: the factory. I'm even beginning to feel a bit jealous. Silly, really. Scruples? Oh, scruples. Okay. Thanks. September 17th, 4 days later. Hans hasn't changed. To help Gertrude, he designed a totally automated kitchen, and Gertrude can't stop moaning at the wooden puppets. Oh, how I adore them. October 9th. I went to go and see Father and Hans at work. I hadn't been to the factory for ages. It is strange how much it has changed. I was very curious to see them set about their tasks. I like Father's new office very much. Hans has a small workshop on the first floor, crammed with odds and ends, unfinished robots and designs, exactly as I imagined it, in fact. Small workshop on the first floor. Oh, that's probably where we found Oscar. Has to be. October 15th. The factory is working very well. Orders for toys keep coming in, spurred on by the run up to Christmas. When I was at university and I said my name was Vorarlberg, people would ask me if I had any relation to the Valadilin factory. Now I know the effect that Hans's genius has had on the factory's renown. November 2nd. To make myself useful, I started helping Father set his papers in order. The most extraordinary thing of all is that, for the first time ever, I have the impression that the three of us form a real family. December 8th. Hans never ceases to surprise me. Between home and the factory, his behavior is so different. In his workshop, he is serious, concentrated, a proper young man who keeps his eye on everything going on, constantly on the move and in control. One has the impression that each single toy is his very own infant. At home, he turns back into a child once more and is either moody or a happy-go-lucky buffoon. Christmas. The most wonderful Christmas of my whole life. Hans and I could not stop giggling like children beneath Father's disapproving glare. I know that he was only pretending, really. Our hearts are so full of hope. January 5th. Hans came to see me in my bedroom yesterday evening. I felt terribly awkward, terribly ill at ease. I might have guessed. Hans wants to leave Valadilin, the house and the factory. He wants to go traveling. He doesn't know where to go or for how long. That's just like him. I was so shocked that I told him his plans were foolish. He left my room without a word, his head bowed. So it was probably in 1938 when he left, and their father faked his death to avoid the shame. Literally every entry relates to little brother. That's true, Sim, but she seemed to have like a very protected childhood and life in this factory in this remote village. And also, she started writing in it because of her brother's accident, which turned him into a retard, maybe even some sort of savant. So it kind of makes sense that she would keep writing about that, but I guess I get what you're saying. Even though right now in 1937, 38, I'd say she's like probably at least in her 20s or so. They totally fucked him up. That's what Drop says too. He also has that theory. Yeah, we have another kid who looks a lot like Hans apparently when he was a kid, and he's also a total retard. So it could be. It's an interesting theory. That doesn't mean she wouldn't have entries about farting in school and people hearing. No, that's true. I get what you're saying, son. So, January 7th. I thought that he wanted to leave because of Father. Not at all. It's because of the mammoths. He wants to go tracking mammoths. I thought he had gotten over his obsession. I know my brother only too well. I wouldn't dream of telling him his quest is useless. It isn't worth it. He will not listen to reason. January 10th. I was so selfish the other evening. I returned to talk to Hans and ask him gently if he was sure of his decision. I already know what the replying is going to be. Nothing will make him change his mind. January 19th. Despite my profound sadness and despair, I must help Hans fulfill the destiny he has chosen and announce the news to Father. I fear the worst. 24th. The worst was worse than my fears. Father's anger was terrifying. He shut Hans away in his workshop at the factory and has forbidden all visits except from Gertrude, who feeds him. February 1st. Father has decided that Hans should remain locked up for as long as it takes him to abandon his infantile decision. Gertrude tells me that Hans is very despondent, yet highly resolute. The worry is driving me mad. February 6th. As soon as Gertrude returns from the factory, I hasten to get news of my little brother. He doesn't say anything, he just fiddles with bits and pieces, replies every day with a sigh. I have tried desperately to reason with Father, but I know I am just wasting my breath. February 9th. Hans is 18 years old today, and he is all on his own for his birthday. 20th. In secret, Gertrude delivered to me a small robot from Hans. It's a robot of us as children. It works with a small cylinder punched with tiny holes. Could be like the cylinder. Oh, yeah, that's the cylinder that plays the music and dialogue. Now I get it. That's probably what they're going to talk about. I quivered with emotion as I turned the key. The message it gave was simple. It was telling me he loved me very, very much. Yeah, pretty much. So, where were we? February 21st, one day later. Gertrude gave me a different tiny cylinder for today's toy. Hans is truly incredible. He has found a means of communicating between us and us alone in total secret. February 27th. My days are spent eagerly awaiting Hans's messages. He has now resolved to run away. He is preparing his escape, like if it was a game. March 6th. Gertrude has returned and she is beside herself. Hans has disappeared. Father has not even deigned to return to the workshop where he locked up his son, nor find out how he managed to escape. He just gave me a black look as if he knew we were up to something behind his back. The day later. It is beginning to dawn on me that Hans has gone. I miss him so much. Lord, please protect my little brother and watch over him for me. March 11th. With Hans gone, Father now locks himself away night and day at the factory. The house is so gloomy now. One day later. This morning I caught Father in the drawing room installing a coffin on a trestle. The sight of it made my blood freeze. What on earth is he up to? My questions meet only with stony silence and a permanent black countenance. One day later. Behind closed curtains, the drawing room with a coffin surrounded by huge candles has become a veritable funeral chamber. One day later. This is ghastly. I have just understood what Father is up to. This morning the priest came to pray before the coffin and I finally caught on. Father is in mourning for the death of Hans. Father made the priest believe that his son was dead. How could he do such a thing? March 16th. In the madness occasioned by his grief, my father grows ever more cold and calculating. He contacted his old friend Dr. Schmall, who duly drew up a bona fide death certificate without even seeing the body. I dare not imagine what yarn he spun. One day later, Hans's funeral will be officially held next Sunday. Father strictly forbade me to attend. This sordid masquerade makes me feel ill, but I cannot denounce this subterfuge or else I will display my father's mental instability to the world. The shame would kill him, that much is certain. March 23rd. I have to get away, far, far away. Simeon. April. Well, maybe not the best doctor, but a good friend. He did his friend a favor. 1 month later, exactly. No, I will not leave. I have thought long and hard. My life is here, next to my father. He needs me too much now. The factory needs me, because Father is incapable of running it now. Besides, I can only find peace of mind among Hans's robots. And how shall I know when he has sent me new ones if I am not at home to receive them? No, I shall not leave. My destiny is to remain here and keep watch. Whew, that was long. I'm gonna have a drink of water. Okay, so we know a lot more now. That was actually really helpful. Actually, that's true. He should have. If he was actually a good friend, he would have put him in a hospital or something. Because a man who has to do something like that is obviously not well. But yeah, so. Well, we know a bunch of these things now. We know that this was designed by Hans, and he sent it from Syberia, apparently. Do we have... No, we have her letter to him. I don't think we have anything from him to her. I think he kept selling her cylinders, which we don't have. Okay, and they were... and I think she did talk about a mammoth from a cave or something, right? There we go. I understand you wished me to bring you that cursed prehistoric doll, the very thought of which I wonder is still in the cave, and if it is, what state it is in. But what does 60 years matter, after all, to an object already several thousand years old? I'm going to find it, Hans, I promise you. I have a bit of nasty flu at the moment, and that's what would kill her. Okay, so in the cave to the north, she said, I think. In the northern mountains or something. I think she said in the note.
This thing's jammed.
Oh, come on.
If that's going to work, it looks like
Yeah.
something's missing.
Anyhow. Yeah, this is the toy of both of them as children, and the cylinder is what we're supposed to use inside. And this is just music, right? Yeah, just creepy old music. I don't think this has like any real significance, but I can't skip this, so let's just listen.
If that's going to work...
Okay, looks like I got the cylinder back. Okay, so we need to find another cylinder.
This thing's jammed.
I'm not sure what she means by jam. Maybe it just can't work since it doesn't have a cylinder in it. Anyhow, that's that. Okay. So what do we have on our plate right now? We need to make legs for the robot. Which I could just try like all the combinations, but I'd rather find the actual answer, which we might not have yet. And of course, Oscar doesn't want to give us any info. So the next thing I can think of is going to find that cave. And I can think of one place I can reach it from here, which is all the way to the left in the village, where there was a locked gate, I think. I'm not sure if it's actually locked, or... I'm not sure, like, if I need to find a key, or will it open up later. But I think this is also a decent time to go and look if the funeral's over and if we can talk to someone else. I'm pretty positive that in the cave we'll find not only the prehistoric toy, whatever that is, but also the drawings of mammoths. Oh boy, Sim. Not sure if that's what she meant. Okay, so we got actually a bunch of puzzles going on right now. That's also turning right now, that's good. Oh! There we go, I think it's open. Yep. Just making sure I still can't go, like, over to the right here, right? Go. What's wrong with you? Yep, finally. So yeah, still can go onto the right. Alright, let's go inside. We'll talk with everyone we can. Oh! Getting a call.
Hello.
Kate, so what's new?
We've got a problem, Mr. Marson.
What problem? Come on, Kate, don't beat around the bush.
There's maybe an heir.
What?
Hans, Anna Vorarlberg's brother. Looks like he's still alive. We can't buy the factory without his consent.
What? What is this? Where's this mystery brother come from? And more to the point, where is he? What did the notary say?
Nothing. I mean, nothing else. You know, sir, it's an odd town here. Everything's odd. The people, things. The situation's not straightforward. I have a small bit of research to do.
Listen to me, Kate. Universal Toys is one of our biggest clients, and I don't care how weird that town is. All that matters is that you do not set foot back in New York before you've tied up the deal.
Why is he being an asshole? She just said she's gonna do the research.
Yes, Mr. Marson. You can count on me. Darn it.
Everybody really do fucking, hates her, interrupts her. She just said she was gonna do research. Why you gotta be such an asshole? Okay, let's have a look around. So this is like another door. I'm gonna use that later. We can't go around the back. I don't see anything special with the tree or the tombstones. There's another door here. Since I'm already around and we can't go all the way, let's try and open it and see what happens. Fair enough, Sim. And yeah, Drops, I really hope that's going to be like her character progression in the game. That she starts off as like real insecure and turns out to be a badass. I can't look at any of these apparently. There's another door over there. What's on the other side of the room though? Oh. Wait, there's a bunch of stuff here. What's this first of all? There's a key in there.
I can't open it.
Of course. Can't pick these up. All of these are locked. What if I
This
turn
thing's
this?
jammed.
Of course it is.
I need a key.
Okay, so I need either a key or some oil to unjam this, or... That's it really, I think. One of those two. I don't know, Sim. Like, I saw that this game was supposed to, like, when it came out, it was, like, pretty well received, critically. And they said that it wasn't, like, a great adventure. Oh, I can examine the cross, but not the altar for some reason. Why do they make Jesus even more creepy? Make him an automaton. Oh, wow! Those are some great instincts, Kate. I never would have thought to, like... Oh, right, because there are signs on the wall. That's how she knew. That's actually pretty clever. Okay, let's go in there. No, I used it. I used it and it stayed there. But that's, like, that's a legit key, like the one I found right now, I think. That's what I thought. Maybe now it's gonna unjam?
This thing's jammed.
Maybe it opens at least some. Okay. Priest clothes. Oh! Interesting. Maybe these are for the arms? Oscar's arms that I was missing? But why is it here? That's really odd. Don't seem to have anything else here, though. Did it open any others by chance? Oh, it did. Oh, more! Okay, interesting. So this could be completely unrelated to Oscar, two of these. I should give them a try, though, in the factory and see what they make. Any more? No. That's something in the back? I guess not. Okay, nothing here. Number 4. Another one. Oh, each one, they're also color-coded, I see now. Very interesting. And the last one, another. That's it. He has a lot of fucking robes. Do priests always have this many clothes? I thought they just like different types of robes in different colors. Okay, so that was interesting. That actually that was pretty good. A good find here. Let's try the other door and see what happens. Locked, of course.
No point. It's locked.
I wonder if I'm supposed to unjam. Wait. There's actually... I wonder if there's a way, like, if I open... Can I still turn this?
This thing's jammed.
What if I can only open one drawer each time? What if I try to turn it when one of these is out?
This
Maybe
thing's
it will
jammed.
unjam it? There we go. Okay, this is great. To my successor, the Valdelin parish priest. Interesting. I'll read that in a second. It's not that long either. I got a key, and that's it. Okay, both of these are really, really good. Okay, good thing I didn't leave before fighting that shit. Just making
This
extra
thing's
sure.
jammed.
Oh, hey, Chua.
This thing's jammed.
Okay, so yeah, it was just that one drawer. Happy we found it, though. So let's see, we got another Vorarlberg key to use wherever we want. Can't think of a specific place right now. Got a bunch of different punch cards. We'll have to try and see what they make. And I think that is... Oh, and we found, of course, the priest's confession. Very interesting. To my successor, the... Oh, maybe it's also I don't know. Well, we'll see. The sanctity of this confession is sacred. Is a sacred vow. So these revelations are the result of much soul searching and reflection. One day in 38. Yeah. So he's confessing about like burying an empty coffin. Rudolf Vorarlberg knocked at my door. I was a young priest then and was wed? I don't know. By the dominant personality of the town's most important figure. I remember it was raining that day, and beneath his dripping hair, Monsieur Vorarlberg's face was the very expression of eternal pain itself. Through gritted teeth, his eyes swimming in with grief, he announced that his son Hans had just died. He wanted me to come immediately to bless the body. I entered the dark drawing room at the family home. Hans's coffin was set in the middle, sealed shut. Monsieur Vorarlberg explained to me that he wanted no one to see the body of his son. Hans's badly mangled corpse had been discovered at the bottom of a precipice. It was presumed that he had slipped and fallen badly. Despite his 18 years of age, the young Vorarlberg did not have all of his faculties. I believed him. I led the funeral and officiated the mass and burial. We buried Hans Vorarlberg with all the dignity and solemnity befitting such a tragedy. Life indeed hangs by a thread, and I would have surely forgotten this episode, only several years later, after her father's death, Anna Vorarlberg had an accident at the factory and nearly died. Such a close call with death seemed to awake in her a need to confess. What I heard that day would haunt my dreams thereafter. Oh, so she confessed to him too. Over odd? When was that? Well, you gotta learn somehow. What was that? Over odd? I want to see that. I mostly couldn't read it. Oh yeah, that's a W. Oh, and that's an A, yeah. I didn't realize that. So over odd. Thank you. That means nothing to me, Simeon. But I'm assuming it was referring to... Where was that word earlier? Whatever. She told me that the body of her younger brother Hans was not at rest in the family tomb for the simple reason that he was still alive. I had blessed and sacrificed an empty coffin. I had assisted and sanctioned a masquerade staged by Rudolf Vorarlberg himself to exercise the blind hatred he felt for his son. His son had left, and he felt betrayed. A man who preferred to believe and make others believe his son was dead, rather than accept this truth and shamefully deceive me. What kind of priest was I, and what kind of priest would I become? Our merciful Father alone will be my judge. It is my duty to inform you that one of your flock is still unaccounted for. I leave this terrible secret in your hands to do with what you will. Leon Bonnard, priest, and it's not dated. So we don't know when this was taken, but I assume that the priest that we have now, that we might meet soon, is not the same priest that buried the empty coffin. Solemnity. Okay. Okay, I can't deal. I wonder if you can find if you can dig up the actual coffin to see if there's, because someone did say that there's a body inside, but it might as well just be empty. Oh, there we go. I know exactly what this is. Oh shit, I don't remember the exact sizes though. Like which one goes where. Oh, it tells me. So that's pretty simple. Easier than I thought. And it didn't even need a fifth one, it seems. Perfect. Oh, is that an elevator? Of some sorts? Oh, it is an elevator. Interesting. Oh wow. Okay, this place is not creepy at all. I can't touch any of these, can't look at the window. What are these eggs? So there are like pigeons or crows or something in here. Which is this creepy ass automaton.
If that's going to work, it looks like something's missing.
Interesting. Maybe one of these? One of the punch cards? Oh shit! A cutscene! What does it play? Some sort of music? Oh, it's different patterns for the bells, I suppose. Christmas. Okay. I wonder if this corresponds with any of his inventions that are described in the diary. But we'll see. What does this do? That was Silent Night, right? Wedding. Okay, here comes the bride. Purple. So I guess these are for this and not for the factory. Maybe I can use them both though. Oh shit. It seems like I awakened something. That's it, I opened it. Right? It's gotta open now.
no longer need these punch cards.
Oh, that's it? Oh, wow. Okay. That was lucky or simple? I don't know. And before Mo was surprised, oh my god, if he would just like suddenly appear in here, I would freak out. But yeah. Seems like I'm done here. I can go back down and go explore the grave and see who's in there. And it even seemed like in his hat, maybe I can put one of the Vorarlberg keys. Yeah, it sucks. I was hoping to use them in the factory too. Or maybe take the one punch card from the factory and use it in here to see what would happen, but oh well. Guess I'm just too good at video games. That's the price you gotta pay. And again, before we enter the front door, let's gather everything we can, then we can ask the priest about everything. There's also... oh, okay, so there are two paths. Seems like to the left is the chamber that I opened, though. I don't see anything I can use in here. Nope, seems like nothing. Seems like an empty space for some reason. Which is quite odd. But, oh well. Let's go to the other side then. See, man, I'm amazing at video games and everyone knows that. I am literally one of the best ever. Every time I supposedly failed at something was just like me pretending to humanize me for the viewers, you know? Can't be too good at video games or stuff like this happens. Okay. So.
I need a key.
Key like this, maybe? Perfect. Wow, can't believe that worked. And I lost that other key, right? I probably can't get it back. This has been a pretty convenient progression so far. Like, I found everything I needed right before I needed it. At least in this stream. Okay. Why is everything so creepy over here? Anna Vorarlberg, Hans Vorarlberg. Of course, Hans is the only one I can look at. I would have liked to, like, I don't know, check Anna Vorarlberg. Maybe she was buried with some important clue or something. When was she born? 1914, I think, and Hans was born at 1920, so she was 6 years older than him. Priest sends me out to eradicate giant boarheads. No clue what they are. Turn out to be rhino beetles. They're the size of a tank. They can stun me for 3 turns. Oh, wow. Good luck with that, Drops. And before another key. Oh, no, that was simple. So what do we have here? A cylinder! Of course. That's going to be a cue. Mountain fall kills local figure. The Vorarlberg family was struck by tragedy yesterday. Rudolf Vorarlberg discovered the lifeless body of his son Hans at the bottom of a... what was it? Oh, you didn't correct me, so I guess I said it right the first time. At the bottom of a precipice. Or was I? Loose rocks and poor visibility occasioned by the morning mist were probably the cause of the young man's fall. This is the theory put forward by the family, as there were no witnesses. Hans had just turned 18 years of age. 8 years ago, he suffered a similar serious accident from which he never fully recovered the full use of his mental faculties. Despite living almost as a recluse, he was still a well-known figure, as the future of Vorarlberg manufacturing lay in his hands. We at the Vladilan Gazette wish to extend our deepest sympathy. Defense's argument, the prosecution shall be submits. That's different, because that was bullshit, Simeon, and this isn't. So, yeah. Also, that was binary, which is double bullshit, and it was math, which I'm bad at. So just, like, give me stuff that aren't math, like video games that aren't about math, and I'll be fine, dude. Like here, see how well I've done so far? See how many puzzles I've solved in this stream alone? I think that's my rebuttal right there. Where were we? Vorarlberg Gazette wish to extend our deepest sympathy to his family and express our sincere condolences to Rudolf Vorarlberg and his daughter Anna, who today becomes the sole interior of the automaton factory. True. Drops. Also, you can objection. It really was bullshit. It really was. Anything else I can use here? No, of course not. Okay, we gotta use the cylinder though. That's the first thing we're gonna do after we try and go inside. Okay, I guess we're just gonna leave it open then. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. Cause fuck that shit. Also, you can check out my Simpsons Hit and Run autoplay, which I think I did pretty amazing over there. I even let out... I think that's the only autoplay of me, or autopilot video of me actually doing something well. Time puzzles. I think the worst thing... I never actually did much audio puzzles, so it's hard for me to say, even though they can be bullshit. But I think the worst thing in a point-and-click game was if you can die and the game like doesn't warn you beforehand, and you just die and waste, I don't know, a couple hours of gameplay and have to restart from the beginning since you, or I don't know, however much time, because the game didn't tell you. A la early Leisure Suit Larry's. When, at least when I played them,
No
I didn't
point.
know.
It's locked.
Okay, good. Don't even have to talk to anybody. Right now, I'm not planning to stream it, Sim. It's all according to the poll, and no one has requested it. To be fair, I heard that, I don't know, the Danganronpa 3 has gone like a very different way. King's Quest is another good example, I agree, Sim. I just haven't played them as much. I think I never even completed one of them. Maybe one? I'm not sure, but I think... I don't know. Can't really remember. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna go and play that... What is it? Does it say Vladilan voice? Okay, good. Perfect. Deaths ain't bad if they let you go back to the moment before you died. That's true, but that kinda... But then, like, why even make the death? Like, why even make you die instead of, like, I don't know, add some funny joke or something, or make it a near miss? But yeah, I definitely agree that I don't think that players should be punished in that sense for trying stuff, especially in point-and-clicks where a lot of time the logic isn't exactly what you'd expect. And I think you're kind of expected to go to like try everything at certain points, especially if you're lost. Okay. Let's see what happens. Cutscene.
Hi, where are you hiding? We've got to go home. We're late. Very late. Anna, over there. What do you mean, over there? Please, Hans, we've got to go. It's a secret. You've got to
It's probably the
swear.
cave. I bet it's the cave.
Okay. I, Anna Vorarlberg, swear to my brother Hans to never ever mention this to anyone.
Oh,
It's right there. You see?
I fucking knew it.
But it's dark in there. Don't worry, I took a lantern. From the factory. Girls, honestly.
You won't look so clever when Father notices you've stolen one of his lanterns.
This animation is actually
I'm all covered in mud because of you.
pretty, like,
Look, Anna.
positively, but, like,
Look.
it's surprising for the best. Like, I expected less, but for its time,
I've seen
it's really well
paintings
done.
like this in a library book. They're like
You swore, Anna. It's a secret between you and me.
Mammoths, of course.
Hey, look. There's something else up there.
Oh, come on.
Well, he has a savant.
It's
Drops.
like a toy.
There we go, and that's a
I have
prehistoric
to
toy.
have. Give me some light.
But Hans, it's much too high.
So the toy even looks like a
You
mammoth,
Be careful, Hans.
and he wants it back. So I gotta take it anyway. But I could recreate the painting, the drawing either using the cave drawings or just the toy itself, I suppose.
For weeks, my brother lay in a coma, hanging between life and death. And then one morning he opened his eyes, but I knew he would never be the same again. We never did return to the cave, and to this day, I have never ever betrayed our secret.
Oh. Oh, that's what she meant when she said jammed. You were close though, Sam. Oh, I can pick that up too. I guess there's nothing else. Yeah, there are no more uses for this apparently. Okay, let's see what we got. Hans on a mechanical toy. Interesting. Not sure where I'm going to use this. What was what I found? Press cuts? No. I found something else. Didn't I? Didn't I? Thought I did. Oh, something in the... Oh, the cave. There we go. Now I gotta ask everybody, where's the cave? So that's what I'm gonna do, because that's where I'm gonna find... Well, I'm not really sure about the paintings yet. I mean, I'm not really sure... Sorry, I'm not sure about Oscar's legs and arms yet. What to do with those. But I think my best bet right now is to ask everyone... Is like to solve the cave first. Get to the cave and then work it out. Well, yeah, but it was locked behind a couple of puzzles, then, to be fair. That he had to collect random items for. And that an outsider, who's been here for less than a day, did in, like, 3 hours. Okay, I don't think Momo will know anything about a cave, or will tell me without a drawing. Maybe I should save, by the way. I feel like I don't want to take any chances on... Wait, how do I... Oh, there we go. Save over this one. Okay. I guess I'll start with... Oh, actually I can't talk with those guys. I guess I'll start with... So the only people I can talk with, like... that I can pick the subject of the conversation... is the innkeeper, Momo, and Oscar. Out of the three, I think the innkeeper is my best bet.
I'm back again.
Miss Walker?
Do you know if there is a cave near here?
I've never heard of one, but maybe in the mountains at the foot of the cliff. Who knows?
How do I get there? That's it?
Do you know if there is a cave near here?
I've never...
God damn it.
Go look.
As you like.
How do I get to the mountains? I mean, I know how. Maybe I should just, like, try the... It feels like if they give me that as a dialogue option, I should get that info for someone, but... Like, there's only one way leading out of this village, so it has to be there, right? Again, can't talk to this guy, right? Can't ask him about the cave.
We're closed. Try tomorrow.
Of course. In before walk 500 more. But no, we're actually at the French Alps, so the mountains shouldn't be that far away. What do you mean by game design? Like the visual design? It's very creepy. And I'm assuming that's what it's intended to do. Okay, it's definitely through here. I might need someone to open the gate for me. Maybe if I can convince... I guess my next bet is like Momo and Oscar. Or maybe I can talk to the janitor now? I don't know. The visual, well, yeah, it's really creepy, and I think that's what they were going for, so good job. Or eerie, even. It's not like outright creepy, it's like something in the middle. Maybe I'll try the notary one more time, just to be sure I tried everything. I think it's fairly... Oh no, actually it's not from 90s, it's like from 2001 or 2, right? So I think it's not visually amazing, but it's pretty good for
Oh no, I forgot the notary will be resting.
of course. He's resting. I can't bother him with like his job or anything. Also, there's this little thingy, but I don't think I can use that yet. So I wouldn't say the graphics are exceptional for 2001 or 2. But they work pretty well. But yeah, the first thing that comes to mind when I look at this is like just eerie. Okay. So we got 2 people we can try to talk to here. For the time, I don't know. Well, they're not bad, that's for sure. I don't know if they were considered like exceptional at the time, because this still is a point-and-click game. And I think from what I've read that the story was that the story was praised more than say the graphics. Oh yeah, there was also the lady tending to the garden, but I can't like choose a subject with her either. But maybe if I tell Momo, like, I'll get you a real mammoth if you take me to the cave.
Momo, I've got something else.
Momo listening.
Tell me, Momo. I heard about a cave. You look like a smart little fellow. You wouldn't know where it is, would you?
Draw a mammoth for Momo.
I'll draw you one over there.
Okay. Here's the deal. I draw you a mammoth, and you tell me about the cave. Okay?
But first, draw a mammoth for Momo.
Fuck.
Momo,
Well, that went
I've gotta go
sideways.
now. But see you later, maybe.
Okay, and since I know that it's all supposed to be very linear, then I guess I do need to find some sort of reference for a mammoth. Maybe, I don't know, there was supposed to be like a bunch of mammoth toys and like drawings. Maybe I can find some of them here or in Hans's workshop. Kind of a stretch though. You can't talk that way to a retarded kid, Simeon. He'll just freak out and like use his autistic strength on you. So I don't see like anything that could be notes or drawings or anything that I can use. Can I turn this off for some reason? Okay, don't know why I'd want to do that. Let's just keep it lit for now. You can and have. Wow. That's a whole new side of you, Sim, that I wasn't aware of. What would Garhor say? Okay. I'll just make sure. I'm pretty sure I can't, like, go in there. I'm sure I checked, though.
The door's...
Thought so. Okay, where am I going to find a mammoth? Maybe in the train? Maybe there was, like, I don't know. If Hans designed the train, and I could go inside, maybe there's, like, I don't know, a drawing or a picture or something inside there of a mammoth, since he's obviously obsessed with them. Gar approved. Believes in being firm and fair. Threatening them with a shanking is firm and fair? Okay, it's also an opportunity to check if I can talk to the janitor now, though I don't think no. Oh, this was also locked, right? But I don't have a key, if I remember right. Nope, nothing. I do have, like, the toy I found.
No need to go down there?
Oh, there's no need. I do have this mechanical toy. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to... Maybe there's a place I can use it. I can't think, though, like, where. It seems like more like something I can show someone. With a punishment if she disobeyed again. As a teacher, you keep death threats for the eyes. That's fair enough. Okay, so not a shanking. Like, I get the threatening part. Maybe not threatening with a shank, though. Huh.
These shelves look as if they're made for valuable objects.
I wonder if that toy is valuable enough. It's also round, just like that. Sadly, it seems that there are no pictures around here whatsoever. So that was wrong. Maybe the toy sits over there, though? It's a long shot, but... Oh! Seems I was right. Okay. What can I do with that now?
And if I were to watch one of those cylinders again?
Oh, I can just, like, use this here now if I want to? Maybe it plays something different? I don't know. Plays it backwards? Yeah, okay, so it's exactly the same. So it's just, okay, I'm assuming I'm going to take this train somewhere with me and I need to have the ability... Oh, I can put these in here. Probably this too. Or not. Maybe only after I... Train becomes your base of op... Yeah, that's what I thought too. Drops. This is still progress though. Okay, too bad I can't skip this. So we'll just listen to some music. Yeah, drops. They didn't really go to the effort of animating two separate cutscenes. I guess that was a bit much. Oh, so I'm keeping that one on me. Oh no, there we go. Put it in there too. Okay. I just like my inventory nice and tidy. Oh, there should be at least 3 more, it seems. Because there's another one over here. Very interesting. Okay. So I found something at least. We still got an ink bottle and pen and paper. Which I guess will be useful later when we try to draw that thing. I can't just like... No, I gotta use it on something. Okay, so how do I draw that mammoth? I have to find some sort... Or how do I guess maybe my next... Since I haven't found any other clues... And I still can't talk to him. Since I haven't found any other clues, I guess my best bet right now is just trying different configurations for Oscar's legs. And just trying them all. It would take some time, unfortunately, but I'm afraid I don't really, like, unless Oscar has anything to tell me about a cave that Momo won't, or if I can find in the workshop one of his old drawings of a mammoth. I don't think there's much I can do. I don't think in the diary she either mentioned like any the color or materials that Hans used to make his stuff from. Wait, there's definitely nothing in there, right? Like, we've already been there and we've looked. I think we've exhausted everything we can do here, but again, just being extra safe right now. I can't use this. I can use this, but I don't think she will.
I don't need to do that again.
Of course. Okay, yeah, it seems I'm completely done with this area. Okay, so I want to check one more time the room where I feel there's still something I haven't done, where I started to like turn the turbine or whatever that was. not really a turbine, but like that wheel, whatever you're supposed to call it. I feel like there's still something that's not fully connected there. So maybe I'll spot something new. Also know that all of these are inactive, except the one on the bottom right. Okay, so yeah, can't touch those switches. Can't use this, can't use this. Maybe I'm not supposed to do anything, it just feels like this thing isn't turning for some reason. Like it's not fully connected, even though it should be. But I don't know, if there's really nothing I can do, then maybe there's just nothing I can do. I should probably say I don't need to do that again.
I don't need to do that.
Well, I don't know. He's only suspicious since I can't talk to him, so maybe he'll be like some sort of surprise later. But there are people around the area. Put him into they can see. Are you saying he might be an automaton, Sam? Okay, so nothing over there really. Let's have another look in the workshop, and I guess the last thing I can really try after that is just all the possible combinations on the legs. But it seems that no matter what I choose, it's always made of wood, and Oscar seems to be made of, I don't know, some sort of metal. Okay, is there anything else I can look at around here besides Oscar? The creepy-ass automaton. Does that count as Oscar? Where are those? Oh, it is Oscar. Okay, so I'll talk to him later. What about over here? No, I guess the screen was just to like lower Oscar down so I can talk to him. So nope, I don't see like any mentioning of mammoths or drawings or anything at all. Which is pretty disappointing. I guess I might as well try to talk to him about the cave.
Hi, it's me again. Can I...
In the situation I am in, nothing would give me greater pleasure.
Did you hear Anna Vorarlberg talk about a mysterious cave?
No, Kate Walker.
Of course that would be it. So
Oscar,
yeah,
I am delighted
and I
to have
remember
met
I
you.
talked to him about
See
everything
you
else, and he
again
wasn't
soon, I
much
hope.
help.
Yes, Kate Walker.
Like he gave me the model number on his, like what his legs are supposed to be, but that still doesn't help at all. Maybe the color on this leg over here, is it a leg? It seems kind of like a leg. Maybe that's supposed to be a hint. No, okay, the other way around. Okay, so up we go. Well, we have two options there. Rather, switches and a color picker. I don't think the switches do anything since only one of the stations seems to be active anyway. I wish you could run here. Well, worst case, I got my hints. I think if none of these work, if like none of these configurations work, I might have to consult a hint. But let's see, maybe that won't be necessary. He is Hans or an automaton? What, the janitor? The janitor definitely might be an automaton since almost everything here is an automaton, it seems. So it's either that. I definitely don't think it's Hans. Sorry. Because I saw a letter addressed to Hans by Anna saying he's in northern Syberia. And that's also what she said in her confession, I think. I definitely don't think he's around here. Also, the game is called Syberia, so kind of expect us to like travel there somewhere. So all of these switches don't seem to do anything. I don't remember which one of these starts it, but let's... Oh, these probably cycle through the colors. I guess you might as well just go through all of them. Let's start with one I know exactly what it is. And, well, we did this one, I remember. Because I thought it might be like some sort of metal because of the color, but it's not. It's also wood. Let's go over here. Oh, this lights that one up. Okay, and I'm guessing nothing will happen now since that one station that's available is not lit.
Doesn't look like that works.
Exactly. So only like this. Okay, we don't have to watch the cutscene every time. Let's go down, check out that leg. I hope the color picker doesn't like reset and I'll have to remember which colors I've done so far, because that's going to be a pain. This is option 1. I'm only doing this also. Also, they don't like seem at all different. Wait, maybe I can like make all of them beforehand and then... What if happens if I go up now and try to remake those? And then I can know for sure if there's a difference between them visually. Because it really doesn't seem so. And yeah, like I said, I'm only doing this because there are about 6 or 7 options, I think. Okay, is this the one I chose? I remember it was one after the gray one. Okay, that was right. Next one, it's this. Can I remake it while I'm still holding one? Yes. Okay, let's go down and collect it. I also know I can just like click advance 1 each time. Well, we'll see, Sim. Like I said, I kind of doubt it, both of those options, but I've been wrong before. Oh, come on, it replaces those? Oh, that's dumb. Then why did it... Well, that's fucking annoying. Fine, we'll do it this way. Then I'll have to go back and redo the earlier one. There's probably a better way to do this, but I can't figure it out right now. Oh, hey Gecko. Shit show, you played this game? I think it might have been Palma, since he seemed to be very eager for me to play it. It's not bad so far, though.
Here are your feet, Oscar. I hope I haven't made a mistake.
Of course you did.
These feet are incorrect, Kate Walker.
But again, he doesn't say. It might have been
Hi,
Palma.
In the
He did get really hard for this. I don't think it's shitty, though. Like, from what I've seen, it was very well received when it came out.
You are a very strange... I'm sorry.
Automatons have an...
Right, the soul auxiliary. Come
Oscar, I'm
on.
experiencing
Give me a hint
some problems
about
with
your
the general
fucking
console.
legs.
It looks like I need more than your...
To my knowledge, the
Okay,
most certainly, yes.
No, it's working, but... I don't know, I guess I can't...
As bizarre as it may seem, why do you...
What good am I?
Do you know where...
I cannot reply to this question with...
No, I guess not.
Does
Hans,
the
maybe?
name have...
Of course, he created me.
Have you any idea where...
No, Kate Walker, but I...
Okay,
Oscar,
Yes,
I guess we'll try all of them. And unless... I don't know, I'll try to keep thinking of something until then. like until we exhaust all these options. But unless I can think of something, I'm gonna have to go to a hint. How you doing, by the way, Gecko? Hope you're having a good week. Alright, that's good. Okay, so let's go back one. This one. I don't remember if we tried it. Let's go back down and pick it up. Street Fighter V was in beta all this time? I thought it was completely playable. Maybe I'm getting confused though. I'm not really in on the whole fighting game scene. Right, just made it, gotta pick it up. Oh, memeing. Well, like I said, I'm not in the scene really, so wouldn't know. And that the launch was super shitty, I see. Well, that went over my head. Drag their feet improving the game at all. I don't know, I saw like, I don't know, Harrion and Snore played so much of that game, I thought it was like a big deal. Gecko, is there any good modern fighting games? Like of the stuff they play in EVO right now, is anything actually good? King of Fighters maybe. I think I heard you say something good about that game. I could be mistaken though. I really can't tell what's the difference between those. Of course they are, asshole. Great constructive criticism. Fucking robot. I think we only have like 2 or 3 more options though. There's good anime. Anime games are good? Okay. So King of Fighters is good. Interesting, because it's the one I've heard the least about. Like, I think I've only heard you and maybe one other person talk about it. Okay, we tried this. We got 1, 2, 3. That's it, just 3 more options. Wait, that was a different one.
I don't need to use this console. Not yet.
Oh, so that was it. Shit, and I skipped it like an idiot. So I don't know why I did, but it must have been right. I don't know how, but I guess trial and failure is as good a tactic as anything. Forgotten due to complexity. Isn't Virtua Fighter, like, pretty old, though? Like, it's not one of the AAA releases, right? It's... Unless I'm being very confused, I thought it was like an indie thing. Or is that not the one where you can play 800 different fighters? Could use better tutorials for plebs. Probably. Yeah, right now it's just like training and you just mash shit. Okay, so supposedly because of the difference in the cutscene, these legs should be the right ones. 2006, okay. That's the most recent. Okay, that's what I thought. So yeah, no, I was thinking like really the last couple of years, like the latest generation of fighting games. But if you're saying that King of Fighters is good, maybe I'll try and look into that. Maybe I'll find it more appealing. Okay, asshole, come on now.
Here are your feet, Oscar. I hope they fit.
Kate Walker, I see you managed to produce 2 XZ2005_B
Not
models.
without much help for you. God, this guy's creepy. Whenever we get a glimpse, doesn't his face look totally fucked up though? Oh, he looks so unnatural. Wait, he does have hands? I thought he was
Allow
missing
me to
hands.
express a real feeling of joy, Kate Walker.
Okay, I
They
guess it
really
was just the
suit you.
legs.
Comfy?
Very. You are very kind, Kate Walker. I am sorry to have to leave you.
Where are you going?
To the train.
I must find my train. Its departure is imminent.
Even his walking is super stunted. I mean, Hans's work is really impressive, but he's still not quite there. Okay, guess I'm done here. I don't see anything to pick up where he sat or anything, so I guess that's it. Okay, so solved another one of these puzzles. I'm not sure what can I do with... I don't know. How can I draw a mammoth? I've looked everywhere. I couldn't find anything. Maybe I'll look one last time in the office, since I think that's the only place where I might be able to find one. If anyone has any bright ideas, now would be the time to suggest them, because I'm pretty close to going for the hints. I've seen some fighters with real good tutorials that go pretty in-depth, but they mostly go in-depth for their specific gimmicks and not just basic neutral. Yeah, I gotta say, I feel like really out of it when I'm playing. Like, I don't know how to play fighting games without just smashing everything and hoping for the best. But I think in general my reaction time is very bad, so I don't think it would help either way. Right, and there's hold on, there's nothing else to look at here except the desk. Let's look at it one last time. One other thing that makes no sense, but I can think of, is maybe if I go to the notary, there was that machine over there that seems to stamp stuff. I don't see why it would stamp mammoths, but really I'm grasping at straws right now. What about the drawers on the right? Let's check it out. Like I said, I'm at the grasping at straws stage, so I'll try anything. I assume you mean on the desk. Yeah, like the drawers over there and not in this bookcase. No, nothing. I can't even look in here, which is super inviting, but I can't even look in there. Nothing under the desk either. Nope, I don't think so. Okay, so I'm gonna try that, I think. I think after that I'm out of options, really. Yeah, there are plenty of games with absolutely no tutorial, not even like basic commands. Like just there's a training mode and you can just mash buttons and see what they do, but that's basically it. Okay, so we couldn't talk to anyone over there. Maybe, I don't know, I guess I can also try and hand the papers to different people. Maybe they can draw and I forgot or something. Can't give that to him, and neither can I give him the ink bottle. So no. Maybe the innkeeper. I was thinking for a moment, maybe if there was, maybe on the desk where Momo sat earlier, there's some sort of something like a mammoth. No. No. Well, yeah, Gek, isn't that, like, I think that's how you get better at most things. Just get your shit wrecked. And try to understand why, and then you slowly learn the tactics and get better. Okay, so nothing in there too. I didn't see anything here resembling a mammoth. Wait. Maybe something upstairs in my room that I could have missed? Maybe one of the other doors is open now?
No need to go down there.
No, of course not. Room 6. No, I don't think so. Can I use the...
I don't need that for the time being.
I don't need that. I remember I don't want to go down that door. There's positively nothing in here that can help me. So no, let's go back. And I guess I can try and see if I can give the paper and pen to the baker or whatever he is standing outside of his store. And try at the notary's office and try the gate one more time. And that's it. Wait, just one more thing I want to check. I can't go here to the right, right? It's not like a new screen, it's just the same as... Yeah, it's the same as going to the street, okay. Of course, he's not interested in that. He makes food, not drawings. And I don't know of any town artist either. Yeah, on the table we saw this. What was it? Yeah, there's this approve thing that doesn't work, but also I don't think it, well, yeah, doesn't belong here anyway. Nope, nothing. Oh! Oh, I can put oh, that's what it was missing. It needed ink. Okay, so now I can stamp shit. Still don't know what I would want to approve, though. It's definitely not this. So, well, when the time is right, I guess I can approve shit. It's more for that what the average person wants to learn, so most people just play bad non-fighting, just based on popular properties instead and call them fighting games. Like a Gundam game or Climax, Fighters or Smash. Yeah, pretty much. I think that's like most of their appeal too, to casuals and not people who you know watch Evo and shit. And they just like to mash things with their favorite flashy, colorful characters and hope that they get to beat their friends. Okay, so that's it. I'm calling it. I'm looking for a hint. Wait, maybe I need to think... No, I don't have any other document that I need to... approve, I think, right? Advertising brochure, Gazette, letter to the notary, priest's confession, press cuts, diary. I don't think I need to approve any of this, so it doesn't really help me. They just want to look too cool. Yeah, pretty much. But like that's the selling image. A lot of, you know, sales is about that. Okay, so yeah, I am looking up a hint. So, let's see. Let me see, where are we exactly? The Vorarlberg estate, maybe? There we go. How do I fulfill Momo's wish? I think is what I'm looking for right now. Kate isn't a good enough artist to make her own mammoth. You need to look for something she could use to... Yeah, I know that. Next hint, please. The area that was dark before might be worth exploring. Okay. Well, that's a hint. Let's go look in there. I looked in there a number of times. I couldn't find anything, but... maybe I missed it. Maybe something's different now. The area that was dark before is worth taking a look. I can't think of any other place where I turned on a light except in that attic when Momo appeared. So let's go try that. All style, no substance. Yeah. Same reason Call of Duty games are popular. Or a lot of like lame shit. But that's just the nature of things. And it helps, like, you know, distinguish casuals from, like, people who are actually into that stuff. So there are bright sides. Can't take this out, right? No. Hi, Suika. How you doing, man? Okay. So the only place I can think of that was dark earlier and is now lit is this. Maybe I can stand on something? I don't know. I don't see anything in here that might... Wait. Oh, I totally missed this. Look right here. There it is, a mammoth. Hans 1932, of course. And it's obvious, and it's also like, forgot the word, but it's like inside, so I can just trace it easily. So yeah, there we go. That's pretty simple. I can't believe I missed that. Yeah, you just saw it too. Just getting ready to leave, gotta go pay for some shit. Okay. Hope it doesn't cost too much, man. Yep, that's a mammoth. Okay, that's great. Amazing how you can how a little hint can help. And I really prefer these much more. I really like using these hints. They're much better than just like opening up a walkthrough and reading at the edge of the attic there's a painting on the wood right above the chair. It's much fun that you get like a little bit more time of actually looking for it. Okay, so this is great. So we can now give him this and he'll take us to the cave. I guess that's his happy dance. Momo.
Thank you. Momo happy. Now follow Momo. Momo show his secret to Kate.
I hope it's a cave. Oh, that was a weird animation, wasn't it? Wait, don't I get to follow him? Oh, now I do. Well, I pretty much know where he ran to right now, but I hope he didn't run too far ahead. Well, he probably went to that gate, right? Maybe he has a way of unlocking it or climbing over it, or... Oh, there we go. Okay, so he does wait up for me. That's good. I'm assuming... Oh, we need to get the street. There we go. God, this music is so weird. Gets like... Every time it gets to that, like, more serious note, my heart just jumps a bit, thinking, an enemy is about to jump at me. There he is. Okay, new area. Well, again, I don't think I can do... Nope. Don't think I can do anything in here. Let's keep moving. Same here, I think. Let's have a move while I scan with a cursor. Nope. Okay, just like atmospheric places. See anything out of the ordinary around here? Nope. Everything seems to be fine. Wow, this is long. Maybe you can run. Oh wait, is that... No, I think that was the same path. A boat? Interesting. Or is that an ore I can pick up?
It's a shame this boat's been left to rot. Now it's full of holes. It's a shame.
I don't suppose I need to fix it somehow, though. No, I don't have anything anyway. Okay. Maybe it will be of some use later. Two paths. Oh, this is it? This is your fapping spot right here?
There you are, Momo. This is some walk you've taken me on. I've got to say, though, it sure is mighty pretty.
Momo come here often. Momo like make splash in water.
For a retard, that's a pretty good euphemism.
So you reckon the cave that Hans and Anna found is round here? You wouldn't know where it is exactly, would you?
Cave disappear. Psst. Anna say nobody find it.
I see.
Disappear. Psst. Like magic.
Caves don't go disappearing like that. It must be hidden by something. That's all.
Momo like playing hide and seek.
I think that's just as well.
Okay, there were some things I wanted to talk to him about that he wasn't willing before I gave him the painting. So, let's try.
Why have you brought me here?
Mammoth doll in cave. Very important for Hans, Anna
Right.
say.
Cave? What cave? Where?
Oh, come on, you just asked him
Momo
that.
not liar.
Sure.
Right.
Help.
Now we're here. What do we do?
Kate and Momo throw stones in water.
Momo, we're here because of the cave. Something to do with the cave.
Momo and Kate, friends.
Okay.
Tell me,
Kinda
Momo,
creepy.
do you really think that after all these years, Anna's brother is still alive?
Anna always say Hans go away, but Hans come back maybe.
Momo,
Seems like she
I've
wasn't
gotta
that
go
secretive about her
see you
terrible
later,
secret.
maybe.
Like, she told her priest, she told her notary, she told Momo. Okay. Some sort of dam. Can I move this? Of course. Maybe I can get Momo and his retard strength in
It must
here.
be broken. I've got to get a helping hand here.
Okay, I might be able to ask Momo for help. And there doesn't seem to be anything else around here. Drops, if you're here, you said you're not streaming tonight, right? I'm not, like, getting into your time right now. Or anyone else, for that matter. Just wanted to know if I should finish now, if I got a couple more minutes to look around. Don't tell me you're not crossing this. Oh, come on! Kate! Kate?
I can't go that way.
Oh, Kate. Okay, so that's why I need to open the floodgate. Come on, Momo, I need your retard strength.
Momo, I've got
Getting
something
ready for
else
bed?
I want
Okay,
to
man.
ask you.
Momo listening.
Help me.
Can you help me, please?
What do?
Help me open the
do?
dam.
Momo's strong.
Of course you are, boy. Come and show me. She's not even helping him. He's doing it by. Oh, god damn it!
Oops.
Momo, bad Momo. You're not supposed to break that. Fuck. So I need
That
to find
looks
something
broken.
to replace it. Maybe the ore from the boat. Even though she said it was pretty rotten. Okay, I'll just put that in my pocket right here. Broken lever. Well, yeah, like I said, my first guess would be to try and get this ore or something. Okay, yeah. She picks it up now. Don't tell me
I
she
could
just
use
splashed in the
one
water.
of the oars from this boat as a lever.
Oh my god,
Momo,
you
how am I gonna
prissy
get a hold
bitch.
of it?
Just get a bit in the water. Fine, grab it with a broken lever. Afraid of getting wet. What are you, made of sugar? You're a fucking witch?
Ugh, that oar is all dirty and wet.
You're shitting me.
Ugh, that,
Oh my god.
ugh, 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 ugh.
Do I have anything to, like, I don't know, some newspaper maybe? Anything to, like, clean it away with. Okay, I'm gonna need to find something. I don't know. It's wet, and so I need to find something to dry it and clean it. So I can't, like, get it. I can't, like, wash it, because then it would still be wet, right? Shoes cost more than your monthly salaries, and those puppies don't get wet. She can still, like, I don't know, pull up her sleeves, take off her shoes. Yeah, I don't think I can't use any of these to dry it off.
Ugh.
What if I get... Okay, one last thing before I gotta go. What if I try and get Momo to pick it up and put it there?
Momo, I've got something else I want to ask you.
Momo listening.
I've moved the oar nearer. Be a good boy and carry it for
You're
me.
shitting me.
Momo say yes.
No way. No way, she's actually using him like that? Oh my god. Isn't this, like, super disrespectful? Like, I would never do this. I was just memeing. I didn't think she would stoop so low as to fucking use a retarded child for manual labor. Poor kid, he doesn't even know what to do with it. Just carries it around back to his fapping spot. Yeah, maybe she's yeah, maybe she deserves it. Wait, oh, Momo, now I need to ask help of him again. Maybe that's all I do in this game from now on.
I've got something else I want to ask you.
Every time I'm
Momo
stuck, I just, like,
listening.
go to Momo and ask for help.
Can you help me, please?
What do?
I need a hand opening the dam.
Momo say yes. Momo's strong.
Well, show me what you got, Momo. Also, it's interesting how she picked up the broken part earlier, but threw it away after she used it, after she found it useful. Like, if you picked it up earlier, why not pick it up again? It might still work. Okay, so yeah.
Momo very strong.
Thank you, Momo.
Yes. You're a great assistant, Momo. Don't even ask to get paid. Okay, so that's it. I suppose I'm out of time. We've made a lot of progress, actually. Oh, he's already gone. We've made a lot of progress, and I'm really happy with that. I'll be back, well, not tomorrow, unfortunately, but I will be back on Saturday. So I hope to see everybody here for more of Syberia. Thank you, of course, everybody for watching. Stronger than NY Contractor. Yeah, well, we saw she's a bit prissy about these type of things. So thanks everybody for watching. Like I said, I'll be back on Saturday. Same time as today. You can check the schedule to see what time exactly, either on Safe Street Heroes or on Twitch. You can also already choose what game is going to be next. I think in the lead is still Bear Simulator. But you guys can change that. You can also request new games using the other option. You can only vote once, but you can change your vote at any time if you have a change of heart or suddenly have an idea to vote for something new. Oh, I should probably save. And of course, feel free to follow me on Twitch. Which one should I do? This one, I guess. Yeah. On Twitch, Twitter, and Steam to get notifications when I start to stream so you don't miss it. And you can follow me on Twitch and YouTube to watch my past broadcasts of this and other games. So that's it. Thank you for all the help, everybody, especially with the grammar. That was very nice of you guys. And hopefully Drops isn't going to stream after all today, but hopefully maybe someone else is going to jump up and take on the challenge on SafeStateHeroes.com. So stick around and have a great weekend. Starting, I think, tomorrow, your weekend starts. So everybody have a great weekend, or almost weekend. And I'll see you soon. Take care, guys, and Marco.